What is your intention? And let's find mountain pose here. So make sure that you have enough padding for your knees. We're going to be doing cats and cows from table, okay? And that's pretty much what you'll need for tonight's practice, okay? So let's breathe in our mountain pose. Lining everything up, feet are square. Taking some nice deep inhales. So we're looking for our own inner brightness here. So start to notice that inner light. And as you inhale, feed that light with your breath. And as you exhale, just soften. And as you continue to feed that light, notice that there's also some warmth attached to it. And allow that light and warmth to just spread all through your body, reaching the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes, and the crown of your head. All right, let's capture some energy for our intentions with the Lotus Mudra, the Lotus hand position. So your palms are face out here. Exhale. And then as you inhale, your arms are coming up. Remember, you stop where you and your shoulders decide that you should stop. Then bring the heels of your hands, your thumbs and pinkies to touch. Spread your other fingers open. You're in Lotus Mudra. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart and seal that in. So hands by your side again. Inhale up. Heels of the hands, thumbs and pinkies touch, lotus. Capture energy for your intention. Press your palms together and bring your hands to your heart to seal it in. And just go through that 2 times on your own. And then when you finish, take another breath and bring your hands down by your side. Okay? All right. So the reason I wanted you to go through that on your own, it's not so much about what you do with your hands, it's about just following your own thoughts, right? So less chatter on this end, more thinking on that end for you, right? All right, so we're going to be doing cats and cows when we come down, but we'll just do a little bit now to equalize the spine, wake it up a little bit. So take your feet slightly wider than hip width distance, bring your hands to your thighs and just arch and round. Just some gentle opening, cats and cows. And then the next time you're rounded into a cat, just go ahead and slowly roll yourself up. Roll your shoulders back a few times, counteract the forwardness of the day. Shake it out. And we're going to take the feet at least mat width distance apart, right? With the toes face out. So just let's square off the feet and bend the knees. And when you bend the knees are going over the toes because the feet are even on the earth here. Knees over toes. So we're going to reach up with the right arm. Your left hand could be anywhere that's comfortable for you. Bend the knees, bend the elbow, bring it down, then reach up straight, straight, straight on the right, bring it down, bend, and this time we're going over, tilt to the left. We come back up, take it down, reach up, still on the right, down and left. Bring it up, take it down, reach up, down and to the left. Bring it up, take it down, reach up, down and left. And come back to center. Left arm is up. So everything's straight at once, everything bends at once. Reach up, down and right. I forgot. Up, down, and right. Reach up, down, and right. Last time, reach up, take it down, reach down and to the right. Come center and shake things out. All right, so a little opening for the side body there. We're going to do, in our twisting, some curtsy lunges. So we start with the feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart, right? Right leg back, sweep the left arm, left leg, this is your right and your right arm. There you go. Take it out, left leg, left arm. Right and right, left and left. Good thing you guys know what you're doing, right? Keep going. And you can start to curtsy deeper, reach lower if you want. You can keep it high if you want. Okay, so take this to where it feels good for you. The leg is back, the arm is forward. And the next time you have your right leg back and your right arm forward, just hang here for a moment. Take it out. Left leg back, left arm forward. Take it out. And shake it out. All right, let's come to the top of the mat as we work our way down. We will be coming into tabletop. We'll be doing cats and cows. So make sure you have enough padding for your knees. The feet are hip width distance here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over your hip creases. Take a half lift. Bend the knees and hips, fingertips down. We're going to step back to downward facing dog here. Finding a nice long spine in dog. All right? So go ahead and bend both knees. Shoot your tailbone up and back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then straighten your legs whatever amount is there for you. And once you're here, noticing that length in the spine, we'll just walk the feet a little bit, getting some nice movement in the toes and ankles here. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And let's very mindfully and both at the same time bring the knees to the mat. All right, come up off your wrists for a moment, give them a shake. And we're going to be in tabletop now. Tabletop, traditionally the wrists are going to be under the shoulders. If that's too much of an angle for your wrists, take your hands a little farther forward. If that's too much of an angle, you can put your hands on a wall. You can put your hands on a chair, okay? Or you can even just work on your knees. So here we go. Let's go ahead and arch into cow, round into cat. Arch into cow, round into cat. So we can really pay attention to how the spine is moving here. Arch and round. Arch and round, and then come back to neutral spine. Now we're going to add some options here. Tuck your toes, okay? Arch your back. As you round into cat, option, lift your knees 2 inches off the mat. Bring the knees down, point the toes, arch into your cow, tuck your toes, option, lift the knees 2 inches in cat. And 2 more times, arch, cow, cat, option. 1 more time, cow, and cat, option. And release. Let's get off those wrists for a minute, shake them out. So our final option is going to be cow, cat to down dog, all right? So you can either just stick with cats and cows, you can do the knee lift, which was a nice little wake up for your core, wasn't it? Or you can choose to come into down dog. Here we go, 4 times. Arch, that's the cow. Round cat, lift your knees or down dog options. Bring it down, just smooth it out here. Cow, cat, to your option. Cow, cat, to your option. And last time. And after your final time, just bring it back down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. Shake things out, then come into seated mountain pose. All right, so we're standing nice and tall here. Arms by your side. Let's get a little more energy for our intentions. Palms face up, exhale. Inhale, draw energy up from the earth. Heels of the hands touch, pinkies, thumbs, lotus mudra, palms touch, hands come to your heart. And shake everything out and release. All right, so we're going to move into our core work, and we're going to be doing dead bug. All right, so dead bug, we can amp it up for extra core work, and we'll talk about that because you guys know dead bug. So let's take it down. Here we go. Both feet are on the mat, and we'll just briefly run through the options here. So with both feet on the mat, we take the right leg out, left arm back. Notice that your heel is not touching down there, right? The foot's not at rest, the heel is up. Bring the foot and arm down. Left leg forward, right arm back, heel is hovering off the mat. And bring it in. Okay, that's way 1 of doing it. Right knee up, left foot down, right leg extends, left arm back, and in. Bring it down, left leg up, right foot stays down, left leg extends, right arm back, in, and feet down. Okay, 2 knees up. If this works for you, this is where you're going to work. If not, you'll do one of the other options. Right leg, left arm, and in, left leg, right arm, and in. All right, so pick one and work that a few times on each side. Right and left, left and right, okay? Whichever one you're doing, keep alternating. We started right leg, left arm, so you know the next time you go left leg, right arm, you'll be even. Hug your knees in and rock around. Okay, that's a good one to do seated in a chair as well, right? So dead bug in a chair, you're lifting and lowering, okay? All right, we're going to try a double leg version. Okay, in the chair, if you're seated, you probably want to continue alternating rather than going double legs. So 2 feet down for double legs. Extend both legs, heels are up. Bring both arms and bring the legs and arms in. Let's do that one more time. Extend and in. All right, we're going to try it with 2 knees up. Extend and in. Extend and in. And bring the feet down. Go ahead and let your knees open and close a moment. We're going to be going through those. Now, one change you can make to amp it up a little more is to roll your shoulders and head up, okay? In this case, the hands won't touch down when they're forward, okay? Bring your knees up and right leg, left arm, and in, left leg, right arm, and in. So, you know so many versions of this. Pick one and work it. Oh yeah, see, you can get a lot of core work out of dead bug, can't you? And the next time you go left leg, right arm, you'll be even, and release. Okay, so that was alternating with the shoulders and head rolled up. Okay, let's see if it works with double knees and double arms. Okay, it will definitely work with the feet on the floor. Let's do that. Bring your feet to the mat, arms forward, shoulders and head up. We go back and in, back and in. That works. Let's try it with two knees up. Out and in. Oh, that works too. Out and in. Isn't that good that it works? Yay. Out and in. And one more. Out and in. Oh, take it in and rock around. Inhale and exhale. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and we'll do standing obliques. Okay, so you'll remind me when we get to that point. We're just going to take a nice long stretch here. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands right under your knees and rock. Release your spine a bit. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, we're going to be doing rock the baby. So come on over to your side and sit up. Come into seated mountain pose. Take your right foot in your left hand. Remember, the body's facing forward. The torso doesn't rock here. Right foot's in the left hand. Right leg is in the right hand. And yeah, you guys are already doing it. There you go. Keep your left leg long, toes pointed up. Okay? If you have more space in your hip right this moment, you might be putting your foot into your elbow. Okay, it's fine, wherever you are. All right, let's pause at center and just sit up nice and tall, and then bring, with the right foot flex, the right ankle above the left knee, so it's resting on the thigh. Draw your left foot in just till it touches the mat, and take your legs side to side. You're going to let your right foot come all the way over to the left. Check to see if you're sitting evenly. If this right hip is way up, you can move your right foot. Okay? Hold on to the outside of your right leg with your left hand. Right arm up and back. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale. Don't tug with your left hand. Use the strength of your spine to twist to the right and turn your gaze to the right. Some of you might want to take that left arm up and left elbow outside of the right knee. Your gaze is towards your right shoulder. And release, unwind, give your legs a crazy shake. All right. Okay, so as you know, when you're twisting, you always want to keep your spine long. We don't lean back to twist deeper. This is not a good twist. So I know you guys know that. All right, so let's take your right leg long, toes up, face straight up, knees face straight up. Left foot in the right hand, left leg in the left hand, rocking the baby. This works extremely well in a chair, right? So that's something to think about when you're sitting. If your hips start to feel like they're just kind of, stagnant, you can just put your leg up and move it side to side. Okay, now sit up with a nice long spine, and then flex your left foot. Bring your left ankle over across your right thigh, and draw your right foot in. So we're in an open pigeon position here. and we take the left foot side to side. And then bring your left foot all the way over to the right. Check to see if you should move your left foot so you get a more balanced seat, or your hips are grounded while you're in this position. Hold on to your the outside of your left leg with your right hand, left arm up and back. Long spine, no tugging, twist from the waist. Gaze towards your left shoulder. Option, take that left elbow. You might find that one side is more amenable to having the elbow outside the knee than the other. Or maybe both sides are working the same way. Take another breath, release, unwind, give your legs a crazy shake. Whew. All right, how are you guys doing? Are we good? We're going to come back to hands and knees and do some arm work. So let's find our knee down plank. Push up, hips toward heels. Yep, you could do this with your hands on the seat of a chair. You could do this with your hands on a wall. You can do this with your hands in the air. Push up, knees up or down, your choice. And after your next push-up, find child's pose. Your forehead is supported, so the seat of your intuition is engaged and it's supporting your intention. Maybe while you're down here, find that inner light once again, that light and warmth. And then see where it goes as you find your way back to downward facing dog. Right. And from your down dog, take any journey that you like, feet to the hands. When you get there, hands to the thighs, half lift, shine your heart forward. Roll your hands down into forward fold, as high or low as you feel like going right now. Feet are grounded. Exhale, lower body is super heavy, upper body super light. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Maybe find Lotus Mudra again. Palms touch, hands come heart center. And shake it out. All right, are we good? Okay, so since we are wanting to be a little introspective today, let's go ahead and start off with just a basic sun salutation on your own, okay? All right, so we're gonna come to the top of the mat. Take your hands by your side. This is probably the 7 or 8 million sun salutation that most of you have done, so keep that in mind. Don't even think about it. Just go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can just keep it to a cobra. Spend 3 or 4 breaths in your down dog. Don't rush through it. After you've finished one side, take a breath. And move to the other side. We'll meet back in mountain pose, just patiently breathing. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, so we're going to do another round of sun salutation with a couple of things added to it. All right, so let's start out with adding some arms. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, center, elbows to waist, standing cobra. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Bring the fingertips down, step back right into your lunge. Okay, let's bring the right knee down. It's behind the hip. We're in low crescent lunge. Bring the arms up. Now bring your hands back down. Leave your right hand down. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee as you open to the left. Yep. Then bring your left hand down. Step back to a plank. And chaturanga. Knees up or down plank. All right, so we're going to take our back bend right now as the Sphinx. So go ahead and bring your elbows under your shoulders. Take your forearms to the mat. Your palms are facing the earth here. And just lift your heart without throwing your head back. We know what Sphinxes look like, right? So yeah, on the back of the chair, just open your elbows and bend your elbows a little bit and lift your heart, just to get a little more back bend there. And release. Find your way to down dog. Good, breathe in your down dog. Take your right leg up. Take a big step forward. Bring your left knee down. Okay, so now we've got the crescent lunge happening on the left side here. Okay, the knee could be up or down here if you're at the chair. Lift into crescent lunge. Left hand to the mat. Left knee lifts as the right arm opens to the right. Bring your right hand down, engage all of your muscles here, and take one giant step forward. Yes, half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, so we're going to do that on the left. This time in our crescent lunge, we'll bring the arms back instead of up. So let's come to the top of the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, twist open, long arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side, long arms. Inhale, center. Elbows to waist, standing cobra. Inhale, swan dive. Half lift. Bring the fingertips down. Step back with your left leg in that nice lunge here. And then go ahead and bring the left knee down. We're taking the arms back. Let the hips move forward as you do that. Really open the front hip there. All right. Bring your hands down. Step back to plank. If you're going knee up plank, raise your back knee first. If you're going knee down, just bring your right leg back. Okay, if you're in knee up plank, roll to the tips of your toes and then chaturanga. We'll all come down. Okay, and let's go back into that Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms to the mat, palms are face down. Shine your heart forward. Oh, release. Okay, make a pillow with your hands, bend your knees, and go ahead and let your legs move side to side. Okay, at the chair, You're going to be wiggling your hips. We're releasing the spine. Okay. All right, take it down. Find downward facing dog. Take your left leg up. Big step forward with the left. Right knee comes down. Arms back. Hands down. Tuck your back knee. Lift. One strong step takes you forward. Half lift. Forward fold. And float the arms out and up. Palms touch. And hands come heart center. And find mountain pose. All right. So how's that light and warmth going now? You feeling it? Is it kind of building? Let's take a few breaths here. Okay, and we're going to move into some balance here. Okay, so we're going to work on our trees today. So go ahead and bring your feet hip width distance apart. Square off the feet. Spine is nice and long. Feel free to have your hand at a wall or just be near a wall or have your hand lightly touching a chair. Okay, so we've got our firm base of support. The feet are big. Pick up your toes, spread them out, and bring them back down nice and big. Okay. We've got a steady gaze. We're finding something that isn't moving to look at. And now let's calm the mind. Inhale and exhale. Nice and calm here. Hands to the hips, right heel up, right knee out, kickstand, or if you're already ready to go further into your tree, just go start working on your tree. And release. So sometimes the body tells you that tried that a little too quickly. That's what mine was saying. All right, here we go. Let's do it on the left. Left heel, left knee. Remember, we still want those hips facing forward, so only take your knee out as much as it'll go with your hips facing forward. And then find tree on the left, or just stay here with your toes gently touching the earth. And release. All right, let's shake it out. All right, you guys, you're going to go into tree. Take as many steps into it as you want, or just bring it in, tree. Let's take the arms up and release. Okay, let's do that on the left. Tree. Take the arms up and release. All right, are you ready to have a little more fun with tree? Sure we are. Okay, so we're going to do a little more movement with it. So let's come into tree. Cross your arms over your chest. Extend your arms, take your leg out, bring it in. Extend and in. One more, extend and in and release. Let's try that on the other side. Tree, cross, extend and in, extend and in, extend and in, and release. Shake it out. All right, so just a little challenge for the balance there, right? Let's take a couple of breaths and move into our oblique work, standing oblique work here. Take your feet wider than mat width, well, at least mat width distance, okay? Bend the knees, toes are out. Knees are always going over toes. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands together in front of your heart with the palms face down. Bend the knees, twist right and center. Straighten. Bend the knees, open your arms to the right, come back center and up. Let's do it to the left. Bend, twist, elbows, center and up. Bend, long arms, center and up. All right, knees bend, elbows right, center and up. Knees bend, long arms right, center and up. Bend the knees, twist left, elbows, center and up. Bend the knees, long arms, center and up. All right, combining now. As you bend your knees, elbows right, come center as you straighten. Long arms to the right, straighten. Bend the knees, twist left, elbows. Bend the knees, long arms left. Bend, elbows right, long arms right. Elbows left, long arms left. Elbows right, long arms to the right. Elbows left, long arms to the left. We're going to bend, twist right, stay here, extend the arms, bring them back. Extend and in, extend and in. Last time, extend in center, legs long, twist left, stay here. Extend, in, out, in, out, in, out. In, come center, bring your hands up and step into mountain pose. Yeah, inhale and exhale, and then shake everything out. All right, everybody good? Okay, so we're gonna go back, settle things down a little bit, and go back inward with a 3-part Warrior 2 sequence, okay? So take your legs, Warrior 2, distance apart. Turn your right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. Go ahead and bend your right knee. And let's line up the shoulders, level the hips, arms out. We're in Warrior 2. We want a really firm and appropriate Warrior 2 stance here. We're going to be moving from the waist. So take your left hand gently to your left leg, right palm up without changing the lower body, reverse warrior. Yep. Come back to Warrior 2, bend your right elbow, side angle. Now we're not leaning on that right forearm in any way. The core is supporting us here. Warrior 2. All right, you've all done this before, so let's go for it. Reverse. Warrior 2, side angle. Warrior 2. All right, just go ahead and go through it a couple more times on your own. Or maybe you go very slowly and you only get one time in. Either way. Now when you finish this round, just come back to Warrior 2 on the right, gaze past your right fingertips, and feel that energy of Warrior 2, which is that balance of strong down, light up. Okay, bring your hands to your heart, turn your toes forward, inhale, and exhale into a half or higher forward fold. So you may not even want to go halfway. All right, you can stay higher or go halfway. Hands at the heart. Let's press through the feet to lift up. Inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Step back as close as you can, back together. Good. Shake it out. All right, same thing to the left. Warrior 2 stance. Left toes forward, right toes in at an angle. Left knee over left ankle, shoulders over hips. Arms extend. Gaze past your left fingertips. So we get the warrior two down. Now we're going reverse. Right hand down, left arm up. Back to warrior two. Side angle without leaning on that left forearm. Back to warrior two and just continue. Reverse warrior to warrior two, side angle to warrior two. And whenever you finish this round, just come back to warrior two and stay in that warrior two energy, gazing past the left fingertips. All right, we're going to take the toes forward, hands to the heart, and come into a forward fold. Now bring your hands to either your legs or the mat. Okay, if your hands are on your legs, put them on your thighs so you can bend your knees. We're going to rock side to side. If your hands are on the mat, you're bending your knees side to side as well. We're getting those inner thighs here, either way. Releasing, releasing. And now come over to the right and stay here. If your hands are on the mat, keep them on the mat. If they're on your knee, on your thigh, keep them on your thigh. And turn your left toes up. So you're really feeling a nice stretch in that adductor, that left adductor, yes. And then take it to the other side, to the left. Turn your right toes up. Adductor stretch. Then come back center and slowly bring yourself back up to standing and find a way to get your feet back together. Hop or heel toe and then shake it out. All right. Everybody okay? I'm kind of warm. I don't know about you guys. Is it all that inner warmth and brightness that we're feeling? Yes, and energy from your practice. So let's take a few breaths into that. Find mountain pose. Take a few nice breaths. And then start to scan your body and see what kind of movement the body is still asking for. Move around. All right. And when you're done, find mountain pose at the top of your mat. We're going to start to work our way down. So take a look around, see if there's anything you want to bring to the earth with you. Okay, when we come back down, we'll find mountain pose at the top of the mat. Okay, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a nice half lift here. Bring your fingertips down and either down dog or go through a vinyasa. If you are in down dog, bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other. Go side to side. If you're just done, bring your knees down and be in table. You can wiggle your hips in table. Okay, if you're in dog, we're coming back to center. Bring the knees down and find seated mountain pose. If you're in the middle of a vinyasa, finish your vinyasa. Let's sit up, inhale and exhale. Okay. So it works both ways in yoga. You can opt out of doing something. You can also opt into doing something that is not being done, right? So it's your practice. So let's sit up nice and tall, hands by your side, palms face up, exhale. Inhale, draw energy up to feed your intention. Come into Lotus Mudra. Seal that energy, feed your intention, bring your hands to your heart, lock it in. Good, and shake things out. All right, since we were working the adductors here, we're going to do a little Janu Shasana. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the left leg long, toes are facing straight up, knee is facing straight up. Turn your body so you're facing over your left leg, your right foot is at your thigh or your calf. Arms long, inhale, exhale into forward fold, long spine. Let your hands come down, one on either side of your left leg, and keep your gaze past your left toes. Now draw your arms long and up. Inhale, hands down. Take your right knee up. You've got about a hand's width distance in between your left leg and your right foot. The foot could be closer to the shin or to the thigh. Okay, so hold on to your right leg with your left hand. Inhale the arm up and back. Long spine, we twist to the right. Gaze to the right. Again with this elbow, that might come outside the knee if your spine is long. If it causes you to lean back, then just stay right here. Okay, let's release, unwind, leg forward, shake it out. Left foot to the thigh or calf, right knee and toes straight up. Arms long, reach forward, folding from the hip creases. Spine is long, hands come down, gaze past the toes. All right, long arms, bring it up. Exhale, hands down, left knee up, little space in between the right leg and the left foot. Right hand outside the left leg, left arm up and back, long spine, twist left. And release, take both legs long and shake them out. Okay, so we just did pretty much half of a Baddha Konasana. We're going to do full Baddha Konasana now, but we're going to do a little bit more using a tense and release technique, okay? It's called PNF. All right, so let's go ahead and bend the knees, and you're going to put your arms in between your legs. Now, press your legs into your arms while you resist with your arms. And then just let it go. So we tense the muscles, and now the release is more. Now we're going to bend the knees, put the arms outside of the legs here, and press the arms into the legs, resist with the legs, and release. Let your knees open. All right, shake out your legs, and now we'll come to Baddha Konasana. So cobbler's pose. If this doesn't work for you, maybe you want to be sitting on something for this. That would be good too. Like if you have a little stool that you want to sit on or a towel, okay? Take your feet together. The feet start far away from the pelvis, and then you start to draw your heels closer to where you're comfortable. If this isn't your pose tonight, You can try separating the feet, and if it still isn't your pose tonight, just go one side and then the other. All right, so we're coming into Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose, holding on to the shins here, right? Sit up nice and tall, inhale, and just start to lean your body forward with a long spine. If your hands wind up touching the mat, great. Keep your gaze straight ahead, kind of at a diagonal, so your spine stays long. In other words, we're not looking down toward our belly buttons. We're looking past the toes. And let's walk the hands back up. Put one hand under each knee. Draw your knees up. And let's roll down here. Stretch long, both arms and both legs. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug in Apanasana. Put your hands under your knees. Take your knees away from your body as far as possible. And rock low on the spine. Come back to center, extend the arms and the legs, inhale. Exhale, back into Apanasana, and now happy baby. So the feet might be accessible, it might be the backs of the thighs. Hold on, happy baby, and massage your spine from this point. Now come back to center, bring your knees in, put your hands on your knees, press the knees away, to the right, in and to the left. We're making little circles here. Hold the knees in and reverse, away, to the left, in and to the right. So now we get a nice circular massage of the spine. And then come back to center, release your feet to the mat, hands to the mat, let the knees open and close. We're going to take both feet off the mat. Maybe the legs are straight, maybe the knees are slightly bent. Point and flex the feet. And circle the ankles one direction and the other. All right, bring your feet down to the mat here. And let's take the arms long, extend through the fingers, and come into a gentle fist. Extend, gentle fist, extend. Gentle fist, one more. Now rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Keep your arms long and just let your head go side to side. And then come back to center. Scan your body, see if any final movements need to be made, any realignment as you find your final relaxation position for this practice. Inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale as you release yourself onto the support of the earth. Just be. Begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to the body, wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch everything long. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. To a nice easy seat. Let's seal our practice with a lotus mudra. So take your hands out down by your side. Palms face up. Inhale. Heels of the hands, pinkies, thumbs. Exhale. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.